Dear students, in this video lecture we are going to discuss about the soldering techniques like how to do the soldering, how to do the desoldering, and what are the prevention methods we have to take care for soldering. So soldering is a process of joining two metals. If we want to place our components permanently in that PCB, we have to do soldering. And then if we want to connect two components to make a complete circuit, we have to do soldering. So to perform soldering, we need soldering iron, soldering flux, and solder wire. So the solder wire is made up of 63% of tin and 37% of lead. So the solder wire having the properties, it will melt on the heat and then immediately it will cool when we have removing the heat. And then flux, soldering flux, which is also called as soldering paste, which helps to remove the oxidation. Here we are showing the diagram for solder wire. These are the solder properties and these are the prevention methods. So how to do the soldering? So don't overheat the part or pad. You should not keep the soldering iron for more time in that component. It will damage the component. And then if you underheat the component, then it will create the cold joint, that is called poor soldering. So don't melt the solder on the cold parts, it will also create the cold joints. Don't use too much solder. If you have done too much solder, then automatically it will create the solder bridge. It means unnecessarily it will connect with the other components and it will leads to short circuit. Don't use too little solder. It will also create poor bonds. Before soldering, what are the things we have to checklist? First, ensure that iron is hot enough and then plug in and turn on the soldering iron. Clean your tip on the wet sponge to remove any oxidation and then apply a little solder to your iron, then you can do the soldering. I will explain one by one through the images. So before soldering, you have to insert the components and bend the lead to 45 degrees. And then these are the handheld resistor lead bending tool. With the help of this tool also, you can bend the leads of the components. Soldering process. First, take the soldering iron and solder wire. Apply the paste where you are going to solder and then place your solder wire on that component and then place your soldering iron. Automatically the solder wire will melt. Immediately the component will be soldered on your PCB. This is the process of soldering. So here they have given the step by step process, basic soldering techniques for kit building. First, assemble the proper tools. Mount the component by bending leads out slightly. The leads should not have 90 degree, it should be less than 90 degree. Heat the iron and clean the tip with a damp sponge and apply heat, apply solder, then remove the solder and remove the iron. Then you will get the soldering like this, cone shaped soldering like this. Then you can cut the leads. After soldering, you should check that your bond should be cone and shiny. If it is look cone and shiny, then your soldering is the good soldering. Otherwise, you have made a cold joint. Profile of bond should be concave, not convex. This also you have to check. And bond surrounds the part completely. That means 100%, not 99%. And bond does not cover other connection. That is, it should not create a bridge, solder bridge. How to fix the problems? If you have done the cold joint or solder bridge, apply heat again and clean the iron. Add small amount of solder, then you can do again soldering. So these are the example for good bonds. It is look like a cone shaped and shiny also. Soldering bond inspection. Here it is showing this is the poor soldering, this is the good soldering. So we have shown the example. This is the poor soldering, you have created the cold joint. Here this is a cone and shiny, so it is the good soldering. It is surround the component, entire part is surrounded by the soldering lead, then it will be good. After that, if how to find out the cold joint. If the bond is look like a grayish, then it is called cold joints. So cold joints look grayish. How it happens? Cold joint happens. It can occur when not enough heat is applied. If you have applied less heat, then it will create the cold joints. So you have to remove the cold joints and then you have to do again soldering in that same part. So here we have shown this is the thing soldered well. Here the bond is not around the entire part, so the molten metal is only on the pin, not on the pad. These are the pads. Here round shaped rings are there na, these are the pads. So these are the pins. So the molten metal is only on the pin here, not on the pad. So it is the bad soldering. Solder bridge. What is meant by solder bridge? Previously I have told solder bridge. I have told the word solder bridge. Now you can see this is called solder bridge. So here this is the separate terminal. This is the separate terminal. While doing the soldering, these two terminals get short circuited. It creates the solder bridge. Then it is called solder bridge. Okay. So to remove this solder bridge, we have to desolder the component. This is the how to mount the components. Here some gaps are there. You should not mount the components like this. After soldering, you should not see any gap in this component and PCB. If you are going to solder two wires, first do the soldering and paste the insulation tape over that. Otherwise, you can use this shrink tubing to cover the bond like this. SMT bonds. So for surface mountable devices, these are the things how to solder. Okay. Desoldering techniques. We can desolder using three ways. That means using solder sucker you can do, using copper wick you can do, using the same soldering iron also you can desolder the components. Solder sucker, it will suck the solder wire from that PCB. Another one is copper wick. You have to place the copper wick where you want to desolder and then apply heat over that. Apply heat over that, automatically the solder will be absorbed by the copper wick. The copper wick is also called as desoldering wig. Desoldering wig. So this is another method. So the third method is using the same soldering iron you can desolder. Okay, how to do that? If we want to solder one component, we are inserting the component, applying the flux on the solder pad, and we are placing the solder wire and we are placing the soldering iron. This is the procedure for soldering. For desoldering, with the help of same soldering iron, you have to apply the paste on the soldering iron and you have to keep the soldering iron on the pad. Automatically your soldering iron will absorb the solder from the PCB. This is the another method. So desoldering techniques, industrial method. They are using this component to desolder that. This is the desoldering iron. You can vary the suction pressure This is the suction hose. This is the soldering iron, soldering wire. So how to desolder the SMT methods? So using hot air gun and some other methods, we can do the desoldering techniques. So this is the image for desoldering using the solder sucker. This is the image for desoldering using the soldering wick. So these are all about soldering and desoldering techniques. Thank you.